Okay, folks, and thank you for watching this video. Today we are playing Seafarer, the ship sim. I should initially start off by saying that the key was provided by the dev via Keymailer, and I want to thank them for that. This is, it's an ambitious game, and I really hope that they're able to complete what their plan is. And we'll see see as it goes in its development. But this one here, essentially, you're sailing large ships, up to large ships. So in the tutorial, which I completed, you basically they teach how to navigate with the tug, and me and the tug did not get along. So I'm not going to publish that video because it would give you it would not give you a proper sense of the game. So I'm going to start with essentially the second ship that you get, and we'll go from there. So let's hop in. My understanding is that's a little loud. Let me turn the audio down. We'll just turn that down. Turn the voices down. They say the music is safe for streaming, but even though I'm not monetized yet, I don't want to take a chance. It's one of those things. So on this, on the second ship we get is a light cargo hauler. What do they call it? They call it the Herbert. But you see, it's an open deck boat. Yeah. Doesn't go very fast, 14 knots. It's a good little boat. My understanding. I believe these are used for like shipping cargo containers around ports. If you have to move it from one area to another area without putting it on a truck, that kind of thing. But just to give you an idea, so I started, you do the tutorial on the tug, and then, you go up from there. I believe the rigid boat is like a, like police boat kind of thing, or rescue boat, that kind of stuff. Then you go to this one, which looks like a firefighting boat, because it's got the water cannons on the front. Like I said, then you got the tug. Then there's this one. I'm not sure what this one's for. I do see it's got water cannons. So again, it must be a rescue-style boat. And that one's a rescue-style boat. Now, the overall scheme of the game is, at some point, they're going to have larger ships. I believe up to like grain haulers, or bulk cargo haulers, container ships, and LNG type boats, oil, that kind of stuff. So, okay. Oh, sorry, I missed it right here. It's on the screen here. So this boat does fire. This one does looks like rescue, policing. Tug, of course, does tug work. This one does fire. This one does policing, rescue, and I think that's inspections, if I remember correctly. But we are going to start here and do our thing. So we have no crew. We got $5,000 in the bank. We don't have a loan, which is good. This is me. So my next unlocks, I get crew. What else do I get? I get, looks like a searchlight on the Herbert. The tug opens up. The Archer opens up. Which is the Archer? Oh, the Archer's the fireboat. Okay. I kind of want to work my way up to the fireboat. So I think that sounds kind of neat. But basically, we have some jobs to do. We can do. I believe this icon, if I remember correctly, is ones I can do. Your old buddy, Technical Balance, reached out to you and wants to collaborate. He's already got a job from Crescent Logistics. Need your help with it. If everything goes smoothly, you'll be able to impress CEO Chris Support Logistics. Be over him before it begins. Story. Let's see. Okay, so this is just the story of the harbor itself we're in. So this is a story mission. Right. So that's a story mission. These are the tutorials. That's a practice course. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna go to this. Let's do, you know, you get 20 extra XP for doing that one, but let's do. Now this one's gonna have us go to a couple ports, so let's do this one. Let's accept this one. And so you can walk around the ships. Like, this is the nice thing about this one. We can walk around the ships. Get to the back of the boat. It's a very nice looking game too. I will give them credit for that. Ooh, look at that. There's a bulk or a cargo carrier coming in. So I can open this door. Oops. So I know from my friends in the Navy, always dog the door behind you. So now we're at the bottom of the boat. I don't think I can go this way. No. What are we? I think we're somewhere in the boat. What do we got back here? Oh, here we go. Engine room. Got the engines right there. Look at that. Okay. I can check the oil on the boat. Workshop. Not bad. You can come in here and check out. Check the temperatures of the boat. Look at that. engines. You don't see how your engines are doing, so obviously, let's see, bow of the boat. I believe was that way. So therefore, that'd be the port engine, that'd be the starboard engine. Check anything else here? Nope. I can check the fuel filter. Just okay. Starter panels. Electrics. 440 volt AC. Okay. Synchronizing. Main bus. Okay. Okay. Neat. And we can walk around, and here's our second engine. And we can't go up this way. Ooh, look at that. You even got your sight safety, and you got your safety phone extinguisher. Let's see. Can I crouch? No, I can't crouch. Make sure that's the right type of extinguisher. Yeah, well, does say foam, so that would be the right one for engineering space. So yeah, no, you can, and I believe the devs are planning to extend where you can go on the boats, like flush out more of these rooms that aren't accessible. Yeah, I believe that's what I remember reading. Oh, looks like might be a galley. What do we got here? Fridge temp 5 degrees C, freezer temp minus 18 degrees C, ice mode. Okay, I can't get any water. Okay. Microwave 1943. Well, my clock says it's 10:22 in the bottom right corner, but that says 1943. So you know, one of those is wrong. What do we got on the thing here? Let's see. Die Weißen, die Wanders under der Siegel. Fritas. Zoltan Kovacs, Chronicles of the Sea. I believe that one right there, the pink one or purple one in the middle, is Harry Potter, but not Harry Potter. Oh, got another Culligan Man type machine over there. Nice. That's in this one. Oh, somebody's stateroom. Okay, let's check out the books in the stateroom. What do we got? Seas in the Wild. Octopuses. Welten Management. Distribution. Not sure what that one would be. Fish and sticks. Coral reefs in crisis. Near the reserve Schmuckten. Lemmenwandel. As you can tell, obviously the devs are German. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they are German, so. Oh, for Miss Michelle Shelley. A cow. Can I come forward? No, can't come forward to that point. Okay. Can I open the maintenance panels? Nope. Okay, let's go up further up. Okay, well, let's see. There's the bow. Can we open? Nope, can't open that. That would be our anchor chain, I bet. If you ever want to see something scary, Google up the runaway anchors. Ooh. That can be some scary stuff. Let's see, can I climb the ladder? No. Okay. Oh. Let's get to work. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's see. Let's check the chart. What's this say? Fall guard. Huntington. Chester. Okay. Not good. We got a coffee machine. And it makes coffee. Good. That's a nice little tad bit detail. Yeah, what's this one do? Oh, we can go out on the wing. Isn't that nice? Something tells me I need to move my boat over there. What do we got back here? Speed 23.6 knots. I'm not moving. Radar. Nothing on radar. View the map. Okay. Can't do anything with that. Steering. Do I sit down? Ooh, my hat. Yeah, oh, looks like I gotta get up here. Okay, so we are going to kick out from the dock. Okay, to undock.
Let me know if something doesn't go to plan.
Okay. Ocular screw. Okay. Now. Hold K to undock. Holding K. I just gotta refresh myself with the controls because I played a bit last night. Vessel, there we go. Load containers on the ship. Oh, is there... Am I supposed to... Yeah, because we're still tied to the dock. So those are already loaded. Not sure. Okay, let me check something here. No. Lights, transportation points, engines, binoculars, crew. Swap. There we go. That's what I'm supposed to do. I need to... I remember this key. I just don't remember which key it was. It was F. QE widens, closes the arms. F closes, clamps down on the thing, and then WASD moves us around. Right. Right. Okay. Does it say where I'm supposed to put this? No, it doesn't like that. Oh, it tells me it wants these at the back of the boat. Let it swing. Ooh. can put. There we go. Oop, nope. Too far. Now we'll switch back to the ship. And we gotta tie down those new containers. So we gotta go and attach. And attach. Right? There's that. There's that. There's that. Right. And close that. 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 And attach. And then we'll come back here to... Where did I put that tag? There it is. I don't have to do anything on top. That one and that one. There we go. Now we can get sailing. And looks like we're going 13 nautical miles that way. Now, I found third-person view was a lot easier for doing this navigating, and I know there's a button for it. I think it might be the C key. No, yeah, C key. There we go. So you do C. And what we'll do is we will undock. Okay, to dock. What we do is no. We're gonna thrust it that way. And we're gonna thrust bow out. too fast. Pull away from the dock. So we gotta go over there. Need to get away from the dock. There we go. And as we come up on this, we can swing the stern around. Oops, nope. There we go. Swing the stern around. And there we go. Then we just correct it. And there we go. That's the other thing I like to keep turned on. Yeah, see, what I should have done there was actually independently navigated the bow and then the stern to get away from the dock. That was silly on my part, the way I did that. And now we shall get going. Reset the rudder. Back a touch. Reset the rudder. And come back here. Over. Oops. This was the part that I had the problem with the tug. Was it? Its pods were super fast, and I was having a hard time controlling the tug. So. Yeah, okay, let's run the engine up. Start kicking her around a little bit. was really interested in this game because of there's a couple fishing games I like playing. One of them is the North Atlantic fishing one, and I don't think I've ever played that one on stream, but it's one I definitely do enjoy playing. It's just a fun game. Okay, I got boats over there. Is there a way to zoom? No. M to the map. So we are going... Where are we going? We're going all the way down here. Unknown location there. Huh.
It's important that you stick to the schedule so you don't trigger a chain reaction.
Yeah, I've got how to play. Give me a break. Yeah.
Finally back at sea. Even though it's been happening more often lately, there's still nothing I'd rather be doing right now. Even if I have to do the paperwork, we should take the time to enjoy moments like this. The open sea, the salty air, just us and a few seagulls.
Don't worry about the weather. The cargo restraints can handle it.
Good to know. But how do I turn on my wipers if it starts raining? Okay. So the wind's pushing the bow around.
All that's missing is an ice cream, and it'd feel just like the old days. We should definitely bring some next time.
There we go. Offset the bow.
We just don't
thruster.
have enough ice cream in stock.
Oh, shut up, Teddy. I'm trying to sail a boat. Ship. Technically, this is a ship, not a boat. Well, it's over there. Something. Nothing on radar. Lots of depth under keel, so we're good on that. One of these two get shares, but I don't. Huh. $16.10. Yeah, that clock's right. gonna sail on down here. Yeah, cargo ship, sailboats. And I think their whole plan in the long run is to basically keep expanding this map out. So you see how there's, you know, the red slashes and all this stuff. I believe the overall plan is to just continue expanding the map further and further and further. So, which, you know, if they can, that'd be great, because then you can, you know, sail bigger stuff, have justification for sailing bigger stuff, and all that. Let's see, what's legend say? Not my boat here. Waypoint, I know location is campaign marker, settlements, landmarks, shallow water areas, player vehicles, danger areas. Okay. Okay, and then they add the depth chart here. Neat. So if I do waypoints, what was that? That's let's add a waypoint. We're gonna go to here. And we're gonna add a waypoint to here. And maybe I'll add one to there. And then from there I'll have to figure out where I'm going. This is telling me is we're going to use up 36% of our fuel. Yeah. Don't think lights, transportation points, engines. And the other thing is long run, they're planning to, which way am I going? No, I want to go, let's just reset the bow. I want to turn right. Starboard. Okay. And this was the struggle I had with the tugboat. Was I was constantly doing circles and donuts, and let's just say it wasn't fun to watch. I'm assuming there's no autopilot. Water cannon. No. No. Eddies, blah, 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 blah. No, it doesn't say no fast travel, so maybe we can. Okay, pictures there. that. Ain't that pretty? Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording and I'm going to pick it up when I get closer to port. So, back in a bit. Okay, everybody, so we are back. I've done the trip from way back yonder to Crescent Port and just getting ready to enter the harbor. It's the left of the lighthouse, obviously. Still got lots of water. Yeah, I gave that lighthouse. A couple of ships off my port side. I think there's another guy coming up behind me, if I remember correctly. He's a ways back. Sailboats, couple power boats, right there. Yeah, looking at the map, I think I want to end up on the left side of the jetty. That's how it looks to me. It is a pretty game, I will say that. There's the sun. I feel that time travels way too fast in this game. 17 knots. I'd go 11 miles. It's been a while since I've done navigation, but that just seemed like it went through a full day cycle. Well, I was out on the sea, and I'm thinking that's too fast. Hey, there we go. Wonder if I can hire my crew while I'm at sea. Okay, so now I can buy the Archer, which is the fireboat, and the Bernard, which is the tugboat. What else do we got? Just look at that. Boom. User apparently compendium. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got that. Bank, crew. Yeah, so I gotta wait till I get to port before I can do anything with the crew. Okay, so like I said, I don't think I want to go down the right side of the jetty. I want to go down the left side of the jetty. Is what I'm... Or the island, I guess I should say. The island. Yep, okay, there we go. Our marked pier is over there. Where's our pier? Okay, yep, so we're going that way. Straight ahead? Kinda. We have to make a bit of a right and then jog in. That's a nice looking building.
It's important that you stick to the schedule so you don't trigger a chain reaction.
She is annoying. Wish I could turn that off. I don't think I can. Get better audio. I mean, I could turn off the voice lines, but then I'll never know when Teddy's trying to talk to me, so. here. Oops. Oh, that way. Where? And there we go. Just bring us a little bit past the jetty. And we'll line up. Right there. Swing back out. And if I keep that, that's perfect. Oops. Oh, I gotta stop leaning on there. Rest my hand on those keys, the WASD keys. They're very sensitive on this keyboard. I didn't say if they want her bow in or stern in, so I see no indicators stating either way. I'm in the second spot. Okay. Increase power. There we go. Nope, not allowed to dock at this one. Gotta go to the next one. I'm doing it again. Take your hands off the keyboard when you're not sailing or navigating. These not as bad as the tug. That thing, grab my glass of coffee or look over at my phone or up at the security cameras. And it would be. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate these things 180 degrees. And bring the boat to a stop. Not too far. just back her up. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. And now we'll hold K to dock. Excellent. So we're tied to the dock. Go back to this camera and exit the con. This door. Now. Okay, now I know there was... Oh, does it tell me? Okay. This looks like I gotta do this one. Cool. Oops, no. Open. Open. Unload the container. Okay, that's where I go here, and I go swap to container crane.
It's easy to lose your sense of scale on a ship like this.
Where do they want it? Oh, there's the truck. I was gonna say, where do they want it? Do they want it in a stack, or what do they want me to do with it? Okay. No, not space. F. Swap. Now, where do I gotta go? All the way down there. Okay. Well, I will... Actually, give me a second. I'm going to do something first. Crew. I can hire an engineer or an officer. I'm going to hire an officer. Natalie, I'll hire you. And assign you. And then gave like $1,000. Hire myself an engineer. Yeah, it's 200 just to be safe. So we have so we have make sure we don't bankrupt ourselves. Laurel. We're gonna hire ourselves Marcus or Dimitri. Dimitri or Marcus. Let's hire Dimitri and assign him to the boat. There we go. Now, let's see. Crew. Okay, let's back up here and see if we have our... Oh, there's our...
Captain? Captain?
Yes, I am the captain. Okay, I will take us out of port. Ooh, can I pick up the fire extinguisher? No. First aid kit? No. So I will... There. Now, I wanna... kick the boat out. What I'm gonna do is see if I can flip her around while backing away from the dock. Nope, didn't do it fast enough. There. Okay. We're just flipping her around, flipping her around, flipping her around. Then I'm gonna go full bore that way. Then we're gonna go center everything up. Create a whole pile of foam. Let's get out of here. And then we're doing that. We're just gonna go and waypoints. What? That. That. And oops. I wanted to not go there. I want to go there. 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 That's use up all our fuel. Oops. We'll go this way.
Let me know if something doesn't go to plan.
There. Perfect. Now, I should be able to tell the crew, assign task, and she should drive the boat now.
Hello.
See if she makes the turn. Okay, give me... and task. Give me the helm. That's not what I wanted you to do. Let's try getting her outside the breakwater, and then I'll try that again. Okay. That's not good. Something tells me I maybe was supposed to take on fuel at that last port. I'm not sure. But they didn't tell me to, so I'm not sure. Now, if I exit here again. See how she does. Okay, that's better. Now she's navigating. Okay. Let's go see if we can find Dimitri. You have the con. Dimitri, nope.
Hello.
Dimitri, nope. Neat. Let's see.
Ahoy! Reporting for duty.
Good. How do we not have spare filters on board? Really? They didn't tell me that in the tutorial.
Ahoy!
So we got a small
Reporting for
problem.
duty.
Dimitri. No. Yeah. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Your name's Dimitri. You gotta be resourceful.
Let me know if something doesn't go to plan.
Oh, lots of stuff isn't going to plan. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Be careful if you go walking on deck. It could be slippery.
Let's go over here. Okay, well, pause the recording and. Okay, so we're back in here. I had to end up doing an SOS because we ran out of fuel. I changed our course to go from this port down to this port while we were making the crossing because I realized we weren't going to have enough fuel to make it down to this port, Hellenhagen. So I changed it so we would end up going to Lichtenheim instead. But we ran into a storm in the middle, basically in this area here. And we burned through all our fuel, and we ran out of fuel basically right in this area here. So I had to do an SOS, and we got towed down here. But what it did do is canceled our remainder of that contract that we had. So we lost money on that. So yeah, so that is a lesson to learn if you decide to play this game, is make sure you refuel every time you go into port and get spare parts. That was something they did not cover in the tutorial, and I just, didn't really think anything of it until I noticed we were running low on fuel. And our air filter was clogged, and our fuel filter was clogged, and we couldn't do anything. So yeah, so that's where we are at. This point, I'm going to end the video. I may do another one. See if I can borrow a bit more cash. And maybe switch to like the rigid boat. Do do some of this stuff. But at this point, not much else I can do. Well, I do have to basically borrow enough cash to refuel the boat, fix it up, get spare parts, and go from there. But yeah, that's I guess I will say that is a lesson to learn. If you get this game and you play it, make sure you keep track of your fuel, because these boats burn through a lot of fuel, and like I said, time passes too fast in this game. In the sense that, so I think it's 10 seconds in real life. Let me see, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. Yeah, so 4 to 5 seconds in real life is a minute in this game. And let's go back here to the fleet. This thing's burning upwards of 71 liters an hour. So you very quickly chew through your fuel. When you're under full power, you're going to burn through fuel fast. So that's something just to keep an eye on. But yeah, no. Otherwise, there is a link in the description below that the devs gave me. If you are interested in the game, they'd appreciate if you clicked on that link, because it gives them some feedback and on interest in the game and all that stuff, and then so then they'll know where to take it and all those kind of things. But yeah, so this was Seafarer. Yeah, let me just save the game, and we'll go back to the main menu just so you can see the Seafarer, the ship sim. In it's a good game. It's got a few quirks, and they have been patching it. There's been a couple patches since the game went live. Let me just check. I think my internet's back up now, so I think I can. Let me just. Yes, it is. My internet's back up. Good. Let me see. Here. Yeah, so the roadmap they had out. Trying to find it here. I know it was. Yeah, so they are adding, liquid natural gas and bulk carriers. So that's bigger carrying of freights. Container ship, so it's big container ship. Bulk carriers, so that's sort of like, what you carry wheat and, ores and coal and all that stuff in, gravel, that kind of stuff goes in bulk carriers. And then LNG ships, which is that one that's actually bottom right-hand corner behind the little news items. So that's an LNG ship. And they're adding some new dynamic events to occur while you're at sea, like floating debris, sightseeing moments, stranded ship requiring assistance. So all that. I believe there might have been an expansion to the map recently. I think it's been planned. I'm not 100% certain, but there's that. Let me just quickly scroll through, see if I can find the roadmap to give you an idea of what they're planning overall with the game. One second. Here we go, roadmap. So their initial roadmap, which is for this fall, was to add 3 new ships, bulk cargo, liquid natural gas, lots of bug fixes and improvements. Next year, they're going to add another couple ships, rescue operations, new harbor, more bug fixes and improvements. And then beyond that, they're planning to add even more ships, more factions, and online co-op mode, which I believe meant that, you and your friends all man the ship. Or maybe it's worked for the same company. I'm not 100% certain. I remember reading it somewhere. And then expansion of the map. So bigger, better, map and all that stuff. So yeah, that is, like I said, Seafarer, the ship sim. I would recommend it. You know what? If you like sailing games or boat games, give it a try. At the very least, it's got potential. It's got real good potential. It is still in early access. That's a big one. And we can see where it goes from here. But I think that is where I will leave this off. This is probably a long episode because I think I got pieced together a few snippets and pieces. But I want to thank you all for checking this one out, and we'll see where we go from here. Thank you, and have an awesome day. You're amazing people out there. Bye-bye.